Close to 1,000 orders already placed and fewer than 1,600 remaining total. And you're just seeing it for the first time from Squirrel Brand. It's their gourmet nut grab-and-go snack bags. Now, this brand, you know it. It's the oldest registered nut company in America. Maybe you've seen packets of Squirrel Brand like this before at the big lots of bucks places. Right?
Yep.
But here at QVC, we're doing something that we've never ever done before.
Right.
We're bringing you the classic almond flavor. We're bringing you a returning favorite in your salted caramel pecans. We're also bringing you your caramel toasted colada cashews.
So delicious.
These are your favorite flavors. Also, it's wonderful to have Jackie Grant here, one of our favorite foodie guests.
With you.
And we also have a combo for you. So let me just show everybody exactly what they're getting, right? So you're gonna get 15 of these grab-and-go bags. Why do you need them? Well, because you're going everywhere right now, right? Whether you're traveling, whether you're just going out for day trips, maybe you're spending the day by the pool or at the beach, this is gonna be something that you want. Maybe it's even on the pickleball court. You wanna have that protein with you. You can get all of one flavor, or you can get the combo, which you're seeing here, 5 bags of each flavor, and you can have them all, but there's no auto delivery, so you wanna stock up. And 1-3-5-3-8-7. Okay, so Jackie, you've been bringing us Squirrel Brand for several years now. And I've always loved Squirrel Brand, and I've had this exact problem. Like, how do I take it on the go with me?
Right,
I love
because
the
we
snack.
love them in the big black cans, and the big black cans aren't going anywhere, but we are, like you just said. And this, for the first time ever, we are bringing you grab and go bags of some of our most beloved recipes. This is not just like, you know, sampler pack stuff. This is the stuff that you have known and loved from our big black cans that are now available to you in these very convenient grab and go bags.
So let's go through these flavors.
Yeah,
so this one is the, that's the pecan?
Yep, we've
salted
got the
caramel
salted
pecan.
caramel pecan. So you're taking these jumbo buttery pecans.
I have 100 left.
Then you are going to coat them in a caramel and then finish with a dusting of sea salt. These are my personal favorite because I cannot get enough of that sweet and salty combo.
So we have fewer than 100 of those to go around.
Love
if
these.
you want all 15 bags in the pecan.
Yep.
This one is the classic almond. It's everybody should get this plus the combo, if you ask me.
If you love salted almonds, that's what we're talking about. Our jumbo California almonds that are gonna be dry roasted with no oils or waters, dusted with some nice salt, and it's gonna hit that, you know, salty, crunchy craving. Don't grab a bag of chips. Grab your grab and go classic almonds.
Fewer than how many to go around? Fewer than 150 in the classic almond. And then if you want the caramel toasted colada cashews, that one is very popular, only 100 remaining there.
Love these. So you're talking your creamy jumbo cashews,
Look at this.
dry roasted, coated in a caramel, and then dusted with a layer of flaked coconut. So this is like your summer in a bite.
Oh.
Yeah, gorgeous, right?
It's so good. Now listen, this goes up to $45.
Love these so much.
This goes up to $45 in about 35 minutes. If you want, or until while supplies last, right? If you want it, now's your chance to pick it up. You can get all of the one flavor in the 15 count, or you can get the combo, which you're seeing here, 5, 5, and 5. Now that's been the most popular. And 1-3-5-3-8-7 is your item number. A one-time only price is a price that is so low, we can only offer it to you for the show. And it's the lowest price you're gonna see it at for the next 3 months. So now is your chance for $12 and change. Free shipping and handling. We ship it anywhere in the country. If it's you, if it's the grandparents, if it's the grandkids, and they're doing sports and running around and on vacation.
Everybody's going somewhere. Last week, I loved having these last week because last week I had to take my daughter to college for orientation. And she's so annoyed because I always bring the big black cans to the hotel room. And she's like, why are you because everything embarrasses her. But now I'm not embarrassing her anymore because I've got these little grab and go bags in my bag with me. So I bring them into the hotel and there they go. And we can try whatever flavor we want. You know, I grab maybe like 2 of each of these. We're walking around campus. We've got our little snacks. We have our Squirrel Brand. It's like, have Squirrel Brand, will travel. We can take these anywhere that we go.
And they're the perfect amount. They're 1.5 ounces in each one of these bags.
And the reason why I'm pouring them out of my hand is because I want to show you just how much each bag
there's
has.
so many.
Like, 1.5 ounces doesn't sound like a lot, but like this is like more than a handful. Like they're kind of falling out of my hand.
Yeah, they are falling out.
Yeah, it's more than a handful. So like this is a really generous amount if you are, you know, in that in between lunch and dinner, or maybe you're running late, or like you said, you're at the beach, you're at the pool, you're at the patio, wherever you might be, running to sports games, packing things for the kids to go to camp. It's a nice, generous snack portion.
Now, well over half of our quantities have been ordered. If you want this, now's your chance to check out your shopping cart. I'll give you the update on what's going on. If you want all of them in the caramel toasted colada cashews, I have 75. If you want all of them in the salted caramel pecan, 150. Oh, 4 dozen. If you want the classic almond, about 150. I'll tell you, I would pick up a classic almond and a combo, which is what you're seeing here, where you get 5, 5, and 5.
Yep.
Because the thing is, that classic almond, it's super clean. It's got just the right amount of salt.
Just the right amount of salt.
Oh my gosh, they're so yummy. And 1353887. Have you tried?
I was leaning in. Have I tried?
Hello. Have you tried the classic almond yet? Because
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, that's brand new.
I love that it's here, available to us, and I completely understand why it's flying out the door. Because how many times have you been traveling? Plane, anyone? Bus, anyone? You've been in an airport. You're trying to find something that's like a smart snack, a better choice. You look for almonds, and they're like extraordinarily expensive, or they're almonds that have a whole lot of stuff with them. You're like, why is that happening?
Yes.
Go to Squirrel Brand, eat their almonds, and they're so good and flavorful.
They're so good.
Oh my gosh.
They're so good. And they're portable.
How about
Get a couple bags when you're reading on the plane, when you're watching your movies on the plane.
How about you have to take the kids or grandkids to ice cream every night because it's summertime and everybody wants ice cream every night? Why don't you grab one of these instead of topping your ice cream with junky things? Top them with a bag of Squirrel Brand.
With these.
What if
I
you
will
have
tell you-
brunch with your friends? Order a thing of yogurt and grab one of these out of your bag and sprinkle it over top. Like
The
that's what I love
salted
about
caramel
the convenience.
pecans, they literally taste like a pecan pie. If you
So
caramel
good.
pecans are sold out. You can get them in the combo, but they're sold out on their own.
Yeah, they're so good.
If you want classic almonds, those are available. About 100 now remain. If you want the colada cashews, that's like the bestseller, wins the award every year.
Yeah,
Fewer
so
than
much
100 of those to go around.
Yeah,
And
it's
if
like a
you
bite
want
of
the
summer.
combo, that combo, we have fewer than 750 to go around. These aren't going to last, AKA.
Yeah.
And 135387 is your item number. There isn't a bad flavor in the bunch.
No.
Kirsten always
That's
would
dessert.
tell me, don't eat chips, eat nuts.
Yes.
Right, because there's at least
1000%.
protein, there's good oils in them, you've got your omegas. Yes, there's sugar and there's some other stuff in there that makes them even more satisfying too, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's butter.
Yeah, and just look at the giant size handful that you're getting out of each bag. Like, this is more than enough to satisfy those cravings, even after dinner. Grab one after dinner. Like everyone's enjoying something maybe a little bit more indulgent. You are smart snacking. You've got your Squirrel Brand will travel, like I said.
But
And
also
these
it's
are
sweet. That's sweet. So you've got your sweets.
You
If
got
you
your
wanted to
sweet.
put them on a salad, you can. You can totally do
Totally.
that. If you want to grind a couple of those up and put them in your protein shake in the morning, the colada.
Oh, yes.
Like
So
if you're
good.
doing yogurt, right? And you've got a protein, and a little, just put a
Don't
couple in
mind
there.
if I do.
Blend them up with your protein shake, and you'll have a lovely, like, little hint of sweet of like being in the Caribbean. That's the
right.
colada
It's
sounds
very
like feels like
tropical.
it feels like a coconut.
I
birthday
almost feel
to
like
it.
you could
Very,
crush
very
that up
tropical.
and
Yeah.
like put that in like a breading or something over something, right?
And
I got
cookies?
Marwan on the
You could
side
do it
over
in
there.
cookies?
He's shaking his head. Yes, you could throw
You
them
could make
in
a dough.
cookies.
You
Yes.
could make a pie crust.
I have to give you an
Grind
update on
them.
what's going on.
Totally.
You
I
can
love
make a
it when-
butter. Your idea was to make a butter, wasn't it?
Yes. Well,
put them in Vitamix.
I know people
and just
can
grind
in
it
your
all
food
down and do
processor,
caramel colada butter.
Spread it on toast.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I
then
want
all of
that.
a sudden
No.
it became a butter.
Okay, here's what's going on. We started with 2,500 of these.
Yep.
We now have fewer than 800 to go around. $36.98 is your one-time only price. This price goes away at the end of the show or while supplies last. If this sells out in the next
Right.
2 minutes,
It's gone.
that's it. It's done. It'll be $45 though if there are any left at the end of the show, which is in 28 minutes. And 135387, check out your shopping cart. If you want the assortment that you're seeing here in front of me, that combo, fewer than 600 remaining. We've sold out of the salted pecan on its own, but if you want the caramel colada cashews, 2 dozen left, excuse me. If you want classic almonds, about 100 remaining there. Okay, really quickly, let's
Almost
just go through the
finished my
flavors.
bag.
Yeah.
Huh?
I've almost eaten a whole bag as
Yeah.
I'm sitting here listening to you.
They're so good.
They're so good because I keep going in for more.
They're so good, though.
so
How
good.
can you stop?
So
You
good.
can't stop. Do you want to go through each flavor?
Yes,
again?
yes,
okay,
yes.
Okay.
And by the way, remember, oldest registered nut company in America. They
Yes.
do batch roasting, and
Small
then
batch
all of
roasting.
these go into like the candy room.
Yes, yes. Oh, do you want me to tell you about the
Yeah,
candy
tell me
room?
real
All right, we're
quick.
going to tell you about the candy room. So here's where we're going to start with the jumbo. We're going to start with a jumbo creamy cashew. We're going to dry roast it in small batches, no oils, no waters in that roasting process. Then we are going to coat it in a caramel coating, and then we're going to take it into the
that's sold out on
candy
its own.
room.
That's sold out on its own. However, it is in the combo.
Okay, we're going to take it into candy room, and we're going to finish it with a dusting of toasted coconut.
Oof. Okay,
Yes.
then we have the almonds are clean.
They are,
Right.
and you know what? I love that because this is the first time we are just giving you the jumbo roasted almond with salt.
And like light salt. It's not
Yes.
overly salt. It's perfect.
It is pure, it's simple, it's easy. Everyone loves roasted
This with
almonds.
a beer, this with, I mean, not like I drink beer,
Yeah.
but like that with a beer.
But if the mood ever
that with the
struck,
martini,
you could.
that with the
yes.
martini,
There you
I'd be
go.
fine.
There you
Then
go.
we have right over here.
Yes, and then we have our roasted pecans. So we've got our jumbo, buttery, delicious pecans. Then they're going to be coated in a delicious caramel topping and finished with a light dusting of sea salt that is just going to knock your socks off.
Okay, so here's what's left. We started with 2,500 of these, okay? We've sold out of both of these sweet options on their own. If you want the classic almonds on their own, we have 75 remaining. If you want the combo where you get 2 of the sweet flavors and the classic almond, I now have fewer than 400 remaining. We have more people than that on the phones and on QVC.com shopping. And if you do the math for yourself, we've had a lot of sellouts in our show. This is not gonna last. Check out of your shopping cart. Last question really quickly.
Yeah.
Shelf life.
A year.
A year. So if you pick up more than one set, remember you're getting it at the lowest price, but it's the shelf life. It'll last in your pantry. You can
Yes.
use them all year round.
Grab them
when the
anytime
kids go
you're
back to
running out
school.
of. Absolutely, yes, you can.
We're last calling the combo.
Oh,
my gosh. Okay, and
fun.
135-387. Jackie Grant, love you, my
Great to
friend.
be with you.
I'm
Love
sorry I
you.
spilled almonds all over your feet.
I didn't even notice.
I love her so much. All right. Okay. Just want to give you an update.